Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Tremaine again, and I'm here with another video. And this weekend was, guess what? You guessed it, drill. It was July the 8th and July 9th. And I must say, this week's drill, or this past weekend's drill, has been a really good one. Like overall, this is probably one of my best drills that I've been to thus far. Not compared to Camp Beauregard when we had that high impact RSP. So, before I get into it, there's a few items that I received that I don't think I shared or showed you all on here. I posted all to my Instagram, except for one of them that I did get today. But a few of the things that I wanted to show was this book sack, backpack that I received. And I believe on the last video, or maybe the video prior to that, I told y'all that I was gonna post post the picture to my Instagram because I didn't have the backpack with me at the time. It was in my car. And then the other item that I received was a pocket knife. It's a pocket knife here. See, it says Louisiana National Guard, pocket knife. And today, I actually received a pair of socks. I'm gonna open them right now just to see, because I never saw these before on anybody. Louisiana National Guard, like them. And the reason why I received the book sack was because last drill I was supposed to complete, or we had, like, you remember I told y'all a while back how we have the Run Keeper app, and every squad has, to run a minimum of 10 miles a week, until the next drill. And I was the top runner throughout the month of June, last month's April. It's for the month of April, and I received it in June at our June drill. And then I received the pocket knife that same drill because we had to complete Murphy's it was like Murphy's challenge, where you had to do the sit-ups, the push-ups, the squats, the 2-mile run, and all of that. And I think I did a video of that also. If I didn't do the video, I must have posted it to my Instagram. But that's why I received this pocket knife, because I was one of few, and when I say few, I mean like maybe 4 or 5 people out of the whole 1, 2, 3, 4 squads that received, that actually did it. And the socks that I received today, the pair of socks, I received these because I once again was the top runner in my squad for the month. I'm proud of myself, I must say. Since enlisting, I've done a really good job. I've maintained my runs. I mean, some of the runs that I had to do weekly, I didn't necessarily do them all, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, some days I was tired, some days I was just like, I ain't feeling this, I'm not gonna do it. And I know I should not have that mind frame, but if I know that I'm gonna not quit, but if I'm gonna stop today or not do anything today, then that means tomorrow I have to give 110%, which is why I did that. And at this drill, I was called up once again. Now, don't get me wrong, I love getting called up, because by me getting called up, to the front of the squad, or front of the platoon, I am showing that, I'm, a fearless leader, or I'm a leader, and, I lead by example, and everybody, of course, should follow me, And there was a few people in my squad like, oh, they're gonna call your name again, or they called you again. I'm getting that type of backlash, and I'm like saying to myself, I'm just doing what I was asked to do. That's it. Do what you're asked, and there'll be no problem. You get your rewards. If you want a reward or you want something, and I mean, I don't be. How you doing? Good. Sorry, that was one of my neighbors. I don't I don't look, for a reward for everything that I do, I do it for myself. I do it for my motivation. I do it, to keep me up. That's like, you remember that commercial, my anti-drug, what's your anti-drug? Well, doing things the right way, doing things positive, and always doing things to better myself for the next best thing. That's my anti-drug. Going for the best, going for the top, doing things what I want for me. Yeah. So get on my level. um, and also the guy that was in a video, maybe about a video or two ago, Private Williams. I'm very proud of him. He was he was given a backpack this month, and the reason why he got the backpack was because he had the most miles for the month and the most miles in his squad for the month. So congratulations and kudos to him. I didn't get the most miles overall, but I had the most miles in my squad. So I'm very proud of him, to say that this is his second drill, and he's actually going to be shipping out to go to basic in a few weeks. So kudos to you, Private Williams. Kudos. Very proud of you. Alrighty. So let me get down to this weekend's drill. Y'all, let me tell you. It was a beast. So, y'all know me, I like to be detailed as possible. So, Friday, I'm sure more for Friday. Saturday, formation was at 0700. I made it there. Of course, I made it there on time. Get in formation. Of course, we had to arrive in our PT uniforms, because you always do physical training first. So, we get in there, and I'm gonna like beat around the bush for some of the things. We get in formation, do our height and weight, do all this stuff. Get in line, get in our squads, go outside, and we march to the park. And once we got to the park, of course, while we were there, we had to do cadences. Cadences were good. I like doing the cadences. They give you that extra motivation, that extra power. What does work on my nerve though is some people, and I'm not the best marcher, but some people don't know how to march. Some people don't know how to walk. I'm not saying there's a certain way to walk, but I mean, if we on left, don't be on right. That's why people keep on hitting other people, not hitting, but kicking them. Things like that, and that's what work on my nerve. Remember, there was a girl a few drills ago. She was like, "I like how you march." I said, "What do you mean?" She was like, "You march like you've been doing this forever." I said, "No, I haven't been doing this forever." I said, "I used to be in band, and in band we march, because that's how I be marching. I be marching like I'm getting on a horse." So she said she likes that. I said, "Okay, thank you. I'm just doing me." I mean, I haven't had any criticism yet about it. Not yet. I'm sure I will once I get to basic. But back to the story. So we get to the park, and we break up into formation, all that good stuff, into our PT formation. So we do army style exercises, from the bend and reach, the I can't remember right now. I'm still tired, y'all. I'm tired. Let's see. We have the bend and reach, the sit up, or the pull up, the push up. We did jumping jacks, the squat bender, the rower, and several others. We did them for a while. Then after that, it gets down to everybody's favorite, the 2-mile run. Y'all, this whole time, I've been running. I've been doing my runs here and there, keeping maintained it. But you see, when it's different from when you're at home to when you're actually doing it. Because when I'm at home, I take my time. I still complete the miles that I need to complete for that day or that I want to complete. But it's like once I'm here, I'd be taking my time. Sometimes it takes me 20, 30 minutes just to do a 2-mile, because I walk, I run, I jog. I walk, I run, I jog. But when I'm actually, with my squad on drill weekend, it's different. It's like you have to give that extra push. So, I did. And like my motto, slow and steady, finish strong. So, in the beginning, there's always those people who want to, right when they say go, they want to jump out the gates like there's some freaking race horses. And then before you know it, they get tired, not even halfway through, and here you come, just passing them up. And then they start running again. And then they pass you up, and then here you come, passing them up when they slow down. There was people that kept doing that like several times. I'm like, what is going on? I said, if you just go slow and steady, you'll be all right. And you see, this time I actually wore my watch, my stopwatch. So that kind of helped me a lot, because I would look at it and I'd be like, okay, this is where I'm at, this is where I'm at. Because when I'm home, I can monitor and see how much time I have and how far I am with my miles. Because I know for my age group, I'm 30 years old. For my age group, I have to finish my 2-mile run in under 15 minutes. And if y'all watch my previous videos, I went from 25 to I think 18, or from 25 to 15, or something like that. So I have to monitor that. So I'm running and this and that. I'm jogging, and I'm doing that. I'm slow and steady, but I'm at a steady fast pace. And I know for sure, I try to, if I want to do it in 10 minutes, which not, well, it's realistic, but for me it probably ain't gonna happen for a little while, then that means I have to do 5 minutes per mile. So I knew for sure at 5 minutes I wasn't even at a mile. I think I was probably like at half a mile yet. I want to say I hit that 1 mile at, I think it was 8 minutes. I think I hit 1 mile at, either I hit it at 7 minutes or 8 minutes. And when I hit that 1 mile, I said, no, Tremaine. I said, you can't do it. You got to get this under 15 minutes. I said this to myself. I said, you've been running this whole month. You need to get some pep in your step, and let's push for it. Let's push for it. You can't let these youngsters pass you up. Now, mind you, some of them, like I said, they bursted out like like they was in a horse race or something, but they all slowed down. So here I am, slow and steady, getting them, just passing them up. So when I hit that mile, I kind of kicked my speed up a little bit. So as I was speeding up, I seen I'm getting closer and closer to the finish line, and my time is getting there. It's getting to like 11, 12, 13. When it hit 13, I said, oh shoot, the end is there, and I'm here, and I need to make it from here to there before it hits 15. So I crank it up some more. I'm running, and I wanted to slow down. I kid you not, I wanted to slow down. I kind of paused, but then I said, Jermaine, get it up and go. Motivate yourself to go. So when I hit that last curve, I sprinted myself as much as I could all the way to the end. I sprint. I was running on the balls of my feet. I was kicking them knees up. I was getting it, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. I was pumping it. Okay, I was pumping it. So when I got to the finish line, Sergeant Blaze said 14.55. Y'all, I was so happy. I was proud of myself. I was proud of, for my age group, and giving it all that I could, it was 14.55, 14 minutes and 55 seconds. I could have done better if I would have kicked my speed up a little bit more in the beginning and maintained that the whole time until the end, then kick it. I could have probably bring it down to at least, a little 12 or 13. But again, I'm proud of that. For me, that's my goal. So I went from the first time I've ever ran, in the military, 2-mile run at 25, and right now I'm at a what? 14.55. Yo, I'm patting myself on the shoulder for that one. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I'm not gonna talk bad about anybody, but Private Williams, the one who was in the video that I was talking about earlier, he said he finished his, I want to say, in like 18 minutes, and I'm like, what's going on? What happened? And he was like, oh, I went out last night. I said, That's your thing. I said, you went out last night. I said, you shouldn't have gone out. I said, if you did go out, you should go out and not drink, you know. And, you know, people old enough, you 21 or over, have your fun, do your thing. But again, you have a responsibility the next morning, especially if it's a drill weekend, you know. There was some other people, their times were like horrible, you know, not horrible, but you know, to say from last drill or what they're known for up until now. Some people were like 20, 25. I think the longest time we had was like 25 minutes. I said 25 minutes. That's how much I had the first time. So I know she was going slow, and she took several walks. Oops, I said she. Y'all know who she is. Well, y'all know it was a female. So after all that, me, I usually tell people when they're running, they're jogging, and they get tired, don't sit, don't sit, don't sit. I try my best to walk it off, walk it off, walk it off, you know. But I was so out of breath, I just went by a tree and I just, like, not passed out, but I just dropped. Like, it was, whew. I had pushed so much, y'all. Oh, I pushed so much. So, Sergeant Nicholas, not Sergeant Nicholas, Sergeant Guillory ended up coming up and he was like, "Y'all get up and go get some water. Get up and go get some water." So I got up and I walked, grabbed me some water, and I actually got me 2 cups, filled them cups up, and I walked from the water station all the way back to the latrines, which was a good walk because that was a good, you know, calm down, and, you know, like my heart rate come down, which was good too. But I can tell y'all, I ain't never sweat like that as long. I'm 30 years old. As far as I can remember, I have never sweat that much before. And I mean sweat in my face that's dripping. Like, y'all know how when you sweat and there's sweat that drips? Like, I ain't never sweat that much before in my life. Never sweat before. And I know people probably watching this be like, well, get you ready for when you go to basic. But I'm just saying, I haven't sweat like that before in my life. So, that I can recall. So, so after we did that, we get back into formation, and then we march back to the drill hall. Get to the drill hall, change into our uniforms. Then once we get into our uniforms, chill a little bit, sit down, you know, chit chat, ask questions, Q&A sessions, and all that stuff. Then we go to, we actually march back to the park, that same park. But this time we are doing, and I cannot think of the name to save my life right now. I ain't even gonna do it. I'll just say what we did. There was 3 different houses. It wasn't like built houses. It was just, you know, marked out houses on the ground, and we had to get into. We split this. Each squad was split up into 3. Yeah, we had 4 squads, but we split them all up in, you know, into 3. And then we first we learned how to detain someone. We did that. We had a demonstration, and then we, you know, performed it on each other. And then once we did that, we split up into the 3 little sections, and then one group went to this house, one went to this house, and one went to this house. And then we practiced entering, like checking, you know, checking the door if there was any oh look, my cousin's pulling up. We checked the door for you don't make no oh, come on now. Y'all, when she comes over here, you swear she's selling freaking fish or shrimp. I'm sorry, y'all. What's going on, cousin? You want to get in my vlog? You want to get in my vlog? You look like somebody didn't beat you. Wait, you man, what's wrong with you?
Work. I took everything off. So much I was hot. Oh, that's okay. Never mind. I'm not dressed if you don't look live. I'm just giving it to this for free, you know?
Nobody's here.
Look at my.
I don't
get on y'all live. I mean, you know.
Come on. Come talk. Come talk to the people.
I'm going to just say hi, and then that's it.
I mean, they're not going to see you until I post it. Hey, everybody out there on YouTube.
Hi,
this is my cousin Jamie.
I'm going to walk away.
My crazy cousin Jamie. Nobody's in the house, no.
Where your mama?
Nosy.
Where your mama?
They went to Lafayette.
You probably went to Alexina party.
I went earlier.
How was it?
It was nice. It was real nice. I went
It's
after
over
drill.
already?
I went after drill.
That's an early party.
It was from what I heard, it was earlier than that. It was early this afternoon up until 6 o'clock. It was at the church hall.
Oh, yeah, that's true. The church hall don't stay open that long.
But I mean,
It's gonna be to that night.
it was still nice.
And that she was 95?
93. Good age.
Close enough.
I'm not editing this, yeah. So
Oh, well.
enjoy,
We
y'all.
talk about that.
Not part everything we talk about.
Shit, I don't see you.
Well,
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
off tomorrow.
you can just listen. So,
My soda.
um,
Then what you talking
back
about?
to what I was talking about. So, like I said, each group we split up into the houses, and then we basically, check for booby traps or bombs or anything that they may have put like around the door, and then we lined up one by one, like four. Hold on.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
We lined up, side by side, with our weapons in our hand, and we just learned, push forward, push back, and that's a sign of like we ready. The person from the back comes to the front, and he's the one that or she checks the door for any booby traps, bombs, or anything like that. Bust the door in, give the signal. We go to this corner, that corner, this corner, blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna give too much information out, to protect everything that's going on. So we did that, and we rotated. We went from one house to the next house to the next house. We did like 3 times, and when we went to this house, it was like normal. Nobody was in there. Then went to the next one, the second and third one, where they actually had drill sergeants or other military personnel in there, pretending that they were somebody, and we had to detain them, do all what we had to do, and so forth, so on. So after we did that, we mind you, it was hot. I ain't gonna lie. I think it was like maybe 94, 95 degrees. The heat index was hot. Heat index was crazy. Probably like 80 something degrees, but the heat index itself was a beast. So we get back in formation, and then we actually split up again, and we work on hand signals where we are getting into and I'm just gonna say we get into 2 triangles, and then we do a hand signal to get into 2 lines. We do another hand signal to get into 1 line, and then we're actually with our weapons and how we're observing our surroundings. We learned a lot. We really did learn a lot. I know I said I was gonna be in detail, but I'm not giving all detail. I'm sure those that's in the military probably can know exactly what I'm talking about, so I'm not gonna say exactly everything. What else? Then we actually did that until from the park all the way back to the drill hall. We literally had our weapons, observing our surroundings, and the drill sergeant was there, so we did that the whole way through. Once we got back in the drill hall, it was time for chow. Chow. Yes, I was hungry. I ain't gonna lie, I was hungry. That food was good too. It wasn't no MRE this time, thank you Jesus, but it was some real good food. We had baked chicken, we had rice dressing, we had salad, we had like a little pie, we had bread. Good. And all I wanted was some water too, so that was pretty good. And then what did we do? After we did that, we had you didn't lock the door, huh? I mean, if you lock it, I'll go get the key. I don't think you locked the door. Is it?
I just pulled it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I didn't lock it, I pulled it.
That's all right. So after we did that, we went to.
Don't you making a blog about?
Can I talk?
Oh my
Mind
bad.
your business and just listen.
You wanna read
Y'all see what I have to deal with when she come
look
visit.
At put me on that camera.
Nobody worried about you. YouTube, again, that's my crazy cousin. Anyway, so I don't think so.
She had text me.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna kick you out of my house. Get out of my Caucasian house.
Who's your little block?
Shout out to Joanne, the scammer.
Before you start your block, BB text me.
Nuh-uh, not on here. Go wait. You have to
Oh,
wait.
it's not down there.
Wait.
Oh,
So as much as I don't want to edit this, I'm gonna have to. But I don't think I'm gonna just upload it like
you
this.
don't know Bailey?
It don't matter.
No.
I don't. This don't need to have Tom, Dick, Harry, and Jane on it.
You got me on it.
You came over here.
Yeah, you can put me on there.
You wanted to say hi, huh?
I said hi. I just
Yeah.
put me all up on it.
Well, they sure can hear you right now.
Oh, that's their problem.
Don't make no sense. Anyway, y'all. So, after we do chow, we go back into the drill hall. We sit. We do like a little Q&A, and then we yeah. I live in the country, y'all. So there's the chickens in the background.
Oh, make you look black.
I'll walk away from you before I tell y'all, huh? Oh man.
Oh, make you look black. Make you look black.
So, yo, that's how I gotta get put up with. So, yo, this don't make no sense. Just be quiet.
All right, go ahead, go ahead. Ooh, die.
Oh lordy, my cousin is crazy. So, like I said, we got back into formation, and then once we got back from chow, and then
How you doing?
we did a Q&A. And that's my neighbor again. We did another Q&A session, and what did we do? We did like a few little drills here and there, a few cadences, and then we got information again, and we was dismissed for the day, which was good. And now Sunday's drill. This is the beast today. So we had formation at 0700 this morning. Made it on time. I had to do a quick little shave this morning, and as you can see, it's starting to grow back. It's crazy how this grow back so quick. But had my formation this morning at 0700, and then after formation after we did the formation, we were in our PT uniforms, and then we marched to the park. We marched back to that same park, and then we actually got into formation there, and we had to do PT. And let me tell y'all, the PT that's today, it was crazy. I thought yesterday was crazy. Today was just as worse. What did we do? We had to do several different exercises. You know, just like I said from earlier, we had to do the bend and reach, the rower. We did the push-up, the sit-up. You name it, we did it. And then we actually did more because we had to do, it was like, I guess it was like an intense physical PT today. So everything was like, either we counted up to 10, 1, 0, or we went up to 20 or 30. But we did these overhand claps, and we went to 100 reps. I'm like, man, my hands was killing me. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Then we had to, once we finished all that, we got into back into our squads, and then we walked. Well, we actually squatted. We did 10 squats. All what we had to do was 10 squats, and then rest 60 seconds and do another 10 squats. We had to keep on doing that until it was our squads time, or our squads time to go. And when you went the first time, we had to jog one loop and then come back and continue to do those squats and rest for a minute. And then the second time we had to do 10 sets of lunges, one on each leg. And then once we did that, we had to jog that loop, and then we had to come back and do them 10 squats and rest for 60 seconds until, everybody was done. And then once we did that, we got back into formation, did some more exercises, to stretch the muscles out and everything. This time, Sergeant Blaze really got us because when we did the push-up, we like literally went all the way down, and then he's like, to the left, to the right, hold, and all that, and that's where it really like stretched us out, which was good though because it got those muscles going and stretching us out really good. Then got in formation again, and then we marched back to the drill hall, but actually we did it double time, so we had to like jog back to the drill hall, which was, Jesus Christ, it was crazy because, mind you, we just finished jogging, we just finished running, we just finished doing exercises, so basically everything was just like hurting and pain. I needed like a whole bottle of Epsom salt just to soak in. That's how much I was hurting. So after we did that, get in drill hall, we changed into our back into our uniforms, and then it was time for chow. Then once we did chow, we had to drive on down to the UL Lafayette to their ROTC building, and there, what we did yesterday, where we had to go inside, pretend like we were, in a house. We actually did it in a real, real building this time, with the weapons and all. That was pretty fun. I'm not gonna go too much into detail with it, but it was fun. It was fun. If anybody has, the opportunity to do that, I mean, you will, but prior to that, go right ahead and, and do it, learn it, because everything counts, every little thing counts. And I try to get as much knowledge in as possible, because you never know where you're gonna need that one day. Um, so once we do that, we go back inside, and then we get into formation, and then we had like these surveys that we had to complete. Last night there was 2 surveys you had to complete. One was just asking you about yourself. The next one was about the new military pay benefits that's going to be changing or something like that. I'd have to read up on it later just to make sure. If you're in the military, active now, a National Guard, you know what's going on. And once we did that, chow time, let me tell y'all, chow today was amazing. We had this jambalaya with the chicken and sausage inside. We had the salad going on. We had our little oatmeal pie, and I love me a good old oatmeal pie. Bread, water, it was good. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. So then after that, we go back into formation. I know I keep saying we're going back into formation, like, man, all y'all do is get into formation, but I'm just saying, we get into formation. I mean, it's good, keep us in order and all. Then we do our battle off, because some gold phase that just came back from from basic, so therefore we handed them off because they're going to their new unit. And then they handed out promotions today. Those who got promotions, got more rank and everything. What else? That's where I got those pair of socks today. I was recognized for that. They did a lot of recognition for a lot of people. We had a big old red phase group. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I think it was like 25 red phase that was there this time. That was really good. My red phase probably only had maybe 15 people in it. This red phase was really big. I didn't really meet anybody in the red phase, but I remember when we was leaving today, I did tell somebody. I said, welcome to the team. Welcome to the Army, welcome to the military. Welcoming them, because in red phase you have to, not saying red phase, but in the Army it's all about family. At the end of the day, when we out there in the battlefield, like they say, we all we got. Well, we all we got. So you got to be there for it. I mean, I know how it is from me being a red phase. I mean, I know I only enlisted in March, just March, but since March, there's a few people who, have developed like a good friendship, bond with them, friends, you know. So aside from all that, we get back into formation again, and then once we did that, we was dismissed. Got to go home. It was a this week's drill was it was a great drill. It was good endurance. Pushed us, to the max to where we did what we had to do and we got the job done. I must say, I would love, if we could have a drill like this all the time, I would love to do it. I would love to. Um, that's all that I have. If y'all have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, or you can subscribe. Also, as always, be sure to share this video and all my other videos that I have, whether it's my vlogs of the military or any other random videos that I have posted on here. Be sure to, again, like, comment, subscribe, click that little bell, make sure that it has notifications set, so therefore every time I post a video, you will know. And also, make sure you follow me on Facebook if you want to. I really don't be on, I'm on Facebook, but I really don't be on there. So I'm not even gonna put it on there, but be sure you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. And that for sure is gonna be posted below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all soon on the next video. Peace.